Hello, Marie.
Hello,
Hello, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Um, did I understand correctly that Norma is going to be coming to visit you?
John.
Okay, well, these are the books that you will need. And I don't know if I specifically told Norma, but I know I told Judy and not Judy, Phyllis, and Phyllis is the one who has access to the books, the cabinet with the books in it. So. Hello, Nancy. How are you tonight?
I'm fine, and you, Mrs. Wanda?
I'm doing fine. It
Hello,
looks
Nancy.
like maybe it's been a little cool today.
Yes.
I'm afraid the temperature goes up and down quite a bit here. And sometimes it'll say it's going to go down and it doesn't. And sometimes it says it's going to go up and it doesn't. So you can't always tell.
I prefer this weather.
I can't understand why. Okay, now you said you had these books, right?
Yes,
And didn't Norma Guzman say that she had them too?
I think yes.
That's what I was thinking. But when I texted her about it, she said, no, I don't have them. So if I don't think of it, please remind me to ask her.
Okay.
And Louisa, Louisa's aunt is going to be coming and she hopefully will be bringing them. That's the plan anyway. Hi, Norma.
Hi.
Hey, Luisa.
Hi.
Oh, I got the wrong one. I have to change Norma. Or I forget what her name is. Sorry about that, but that's the way I am sometimes. These are the books that we're talking about going to next. And I was thinking that you had them and that you showed them to me, Norma.
¿Qué me dice Nancy?
Ese libro, ¿tú lo tienes?
Creo que tengo, pero el uno, el que dice uno, pero aquí lo tengo, déjame ver. No sé si sea el mismo, porque es que es este, mira.
Yes.
Sí, es el mismo, lo que pasa es que ese debe ser el de los maestros.
Mira.
Yes. Yes.
Va para el lado.
Ay,
Al otro lado, Norma.
Yeah,
Ahí.
we gotta see it. But, and see, it's number 1. That's it. That's right.
Oh, bueno. Este era de mi esposo, pero no lo usó.
Exacto, yo tengo el de mi esposo que no lo usó tampoco.
Oh, well, aren't husbands nice? Take you to the books and then they don't use them for themselves and you get to use them.
Don't use the book. The husband don't use the book.
Right. Well, Nancy, I know that your husband went out of town. And so I don't know about Norma's husband, but that's kind of the way it goes. And Louisa's aunt is going to be going down to visit her. And so we're hopefully getting everything arranged for her to take the books down to her.
Okay.
So we'll find out. Hopefully, maybe I need to call her tomorrow just to be sure. if you know what I mean, sometimes you think you've got it all arranged, but you don't because you haven't talked with everyone. So I think I maybe should. Her name is Norma too. I know 3 Normas.
Oh,
Norma Guzman, Norma Garcia, and Norma Dutton. Only that's not the way you pronounce it in Spanish. Okay. So I don't know if anyone else is going to be here. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Okay. Now, can you all see the screen here?
Yes.
Okay, so the verse today is found in the book of John, chapter 3, verse 3. And here, Jesus is talking with a man who is a very religious man and kind of a leader in the religious community and everything. But Jesus says, okay, all that's good, but you need to be born again. Unless he is born again, no one can see the kingdom of God. And this is when we ask Jesus to come and live in our hearts and to take control of our lives. So that's our verse. And then our vowels. What's this one?
A,
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 And this one?
E,
And this one?
I,
I,
And this one?
O,
O,
And
O,
this one?
U.
U.
Yes. Okay, now in our textbook, we're on page 191, and in the workbook, page 134. And let me get down to those pages. Now, I won't have everything all written out like I do now with this. I've done these books for a long time. So I kind of started with the level 1 book, but I didn't go ahead and do much with it. And so I don't have everything all written out like on this. So I don't know if I'll write it out or if I'll just give the verse and where we are. And then if I need to write something like that about should, would, could, I'll do that. But I think maybe at this point, I won't write the answers. We'll see. But I've had this done for, well, 2 years. So now on page 191, there at the top, it says number 2, vocabulary. Then it says A, listen, listen and repeat. And it's talking about the various parts of the body in that box. And then it has a picture of a man and the numbers pointing to the various parts of the body.
Mhm.
And so there's not going to be a place to write it on this, but you can write it if you want to. So this is listen and then listen and repeat. I don't know why. Sometimes I think I have it all set up and it's not. That's all right. We can still work with it, can't we?
Page 191. Exercise A. Listen. Arm,
Arm,
chest,
chest,
ear,
E,
eye, foot, feet, hand, knee,
knee,
leg,
neck,
neck,
nose,
nose,
shoulder,
shoulder,
stomach,
stomach.
stomach,
Listen and repeat. Arm,
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 chest,
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 ear,
ear,
eye,
eye,
foot, feet,
Foot, feet,
hand,
hand,
and
knee,
knee,
leg,
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 neck,
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 nose,
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 shoulder,
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 stomach.
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 Okay, now most things, when you talk about two, like two hands, you just add an S. So arms, you just add an S. Ear, you add an S for ears. Eye, you add an S for eyes. But you don't do that with foot. It's 1 foot and 2 feet.
Mhm.
So it's one of those that is going to be different. And remember, that's just part of English. One time the joke in one of my English classes was that there were more exceptions than there were rules. So let's go through now, and you've got the numbers and the line pointing to the parts of his body. And so Nancy, what's number 1?
Eyes,
And Norma, number 2.
yes, nose,
Yes. And number 3, Louisa.
Ear,
And number 4, Nancy.
neck,
And number 5, Norma.
oh, shoulder,
Yes, that's right. It's one of those that you really do pronounce all the letters, only the OU is kind of an O, but shoulder. All right, and then number 6, Louisa.
chest,
And number 7, Nancy.
stomach,
And number 8, Norma.
um, mm, arm, no.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes. And number 9, Louisa.
hand,
And number 10, Nancy.
knee,
And number 11, Norma.
foot,
No, it's above the foot.
oh,
It starts with an L.
leg,
leg,
Mhm.
leg, pierna. Sí.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Ujú.
And then number 12, Louisa.
feet,
2 feet.
Okay. So 1 is foot and 2 or more is feet. Okay. Any questions?
no. Stomach, stomach.
All right. Let's go on then to the other book. No, not yet, because that's the beginning of Unit 12. We still have some show what you know pages. So this is expand on page 192, show what you know. 1, follow medical instructions. A, listen. A doctor is talking to a patient.
Page 192. Exercise 1A. Listen. A doctor is talking to a patient.
Hello, I'm Dr. Medina. Why are you here today? I'm here for a checkup. Okay, sit on the table. Look straight ahead.
Okay, any questions? All right, part B, go back to page 180 and look at the different instructions. And the words are down there at the bottom. The pictures are up at the top. So you can go by the words or you can go by the pictures, whichever is easier. So
What page?
180.
Okay, zero. Oh.
180, 180.
Mhm.
It looks, oh, I can't hold the book is flopping all around. This is what it looks like.
Mhm.
And up at the top, there are the pictures, and down at the bottom, there are the words. So you can use the words. So what's number 1, Norma?
Es, ay, es que me confundí. Es el 180, la página 180.
Page 180. Yes, this page.
Ajá, pero ¿qué tengo que decir? El número 1
Number 1.
es take off your jacket.
Yes, yes. And you can go by the words down at the bottom. You don't have to just go by the pictures at the top. There's same numbers and everything. Okay, and number 2, Louisa,
Step on the scale.
and number 3, Nancy.
Sit on the table.
Okay, and number 4, Norma,
Breathe it in.
and number 5, Louisa,
Breathe out.
and number 6, Nancy,
Look straight ahead.
and number 7, Norma,
Open your mouth.
and number 8, Louisa,
Roll up your sleeve.
and number 9, Nancy.
Lie down.
Okay, any questions?
Take off the jacket.
Okay, now going back to page 192. Okay, so part 2 is talk about the health problems. Listen, 2 friends are talking about health problems.
Page 192. Exercise 2A. Listen. 2 friends are talking about health problems.
What's the matter?
I have a cold.
You should drink a lot of liquids.
Okay.
Get well soon.
Okay, now kind of using that conversation, maybe not exactly, but Louisa, you be student A, you have a headache and a cough, and Nancy,
What page is it?
oh, page 192, I'm sorry. Back to where we were. 192.
Yes, aside number 1, number 2.
Okay, we're on page 192. And we're on number 2, part B.
Okay, number 2, part B.
Yes. Okay. So Louisa, you know where we are now?
Yes.
Okay, so you're student A and you don't feel well, like you have a headache and a cough. And Nancy, you're student B, you're giving your friend suggestions, something to do for her headache and cough.
Mhm.
Okay, you can start. Okay, go ahead.
Can I listen the audio again, please.
Oh, all right, hold on.
Page 192. Exercise 2A. Listen. Two friends are talking about health problems.
What's the matter?
I have a cold.
You should drink a lot of liquids.
Okay.
Get well soon.
Again, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Page 192. Exercise 2A. Listen. Two friends are talking about health problems.
What's the matter?
I have a cold.
You should drink a lot of liquids.
Okay.
Get well soon.
Hmm. Nancy, start or
See?
So you're part A, and so Nancy will say something like, how are you? And you say something about having a headache and a cough, and then Nancy will give a suggestion on something to do for it.
yes, yes.
Okay. Lisa, you are A or B?
I am A, no?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, she's A.
Okay. Hi, Luisa. How are you?
Hi, Nancy. Hi, Nancy. I don't feel well.
What's the matter?
I have a headache and cough.
Oh, you need to children take aspirin?
I have wait.
It's okay. Say me,
Yeah,
it's okay.
that's all. That's all. You guys did fine. All right. Okay. Now then, on the next one, Nancy, you have the flu, the stomach ache, something like that.
Okay.
And so Norma, you're telling her something, giving her a suggestion of something to do for it.
Ay,
So,
no, a ver
Norma-
si puedo, Nancy.
Sí, mira, pero si busca la página 183, eso lo practicamos. Es la
183.
conversación de la página 183, la D. Eso lo habíamos practicado ya.
Pero es que yo no estuve, creo que en esa clase.
Ok. Ahí está la respuesta.
Ajá. Oh, ya, sí, estuve en la clase. Sí.
Ok. Tú me saludas.
Ajá. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, Norma. I don't feel well.
Mm,
Y Norma,
Ah,
what's the matter?
what's the matter?
I have flu and a stomach ache.
You should drink a lot of liquids.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now then, Norma is the one with the problem, the headache and the cough, and Louisa is going to encourage her with a solution.
Hello, Norma. How are you?
Hi, and I have a cold.
You need some syrup or cough syrup or
Yes.
something?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Ladies, you did fine. Okay. I'm expecting you to do your best, and you did. All right. Now on to page 193. And this is understanding a medicine label. It's part 3, and then part A is read the directions on the label And then part B, read the directions again, use the information in the box, and then you write the answers for the questions there on below that. There's 6 questions. Is everyone finished?
Yes.
All right, Nancy, what's question 1 and the answer?
Okay, what kind of medicine is it? It's called cough syrup.
Right.
It's a cough
And
syrup.
Norma, number 2?
How much medicine should an adult take? 2 tablespoons.
Yeah, we're going to try to do it in English if you don't mind. All right, and number 3, Louisa.
How often should an adult take this medicine? Every 4-6 hours.
Okay, and number 4, Nancy.
How much medicine should a 12 years old child take? 12 years old child take 1 teaspoons.
Okay, and number 5, Norma.
How often should a 12 years old child take this medicine? Every 4 or 6 hours.
Okay, and number 6, Louisa.
Your child is 5. What should you do? Be a doctor.
Okay, any questions?
No.
All right, well, we're ready to start Unit 12. And this is one reason that I have kind of pushed about what we're going to do next, because we're really almost finished with this book. And when we get close to the end of it, we can kind of decide if we're going to stop then, or we're just, exactly what we're going to do. One thing we could do is just stop then and start in August, it would be August 1st if we did it the beginning of August. Or if we're not quite finished, would you want another week or so? Or in July? Or would you want to still not meet in July and August we would finish the book? So just kind of think about what we're going to do when we get close to the end of the book and the end of June. All right, page 194. This is Unit 12, and this is about jobs. What do you do? So lesson 1 is jobs.
Mhm.
And A says, look at the jobs, listen and point, listen and repeat. And B says, listen and read, listen and repeat.
Unit 12. What do you do? Page 194. Exercise A. Listen and point. 1,
A mechanic.
2,
A homemaker.
3,
A painter.
4,
A construction worker.
5,
A teacher's assistant.
6,
A sales assistant.
7,
A dentist.
8,
A housekeeper.
Housekeeper.
9,
A bus driver.
listen and repeat. 1,
A mechanic.
A mechanic.
A mechanic.
2,
A homemaker.
A homemaker.
3,
A painter.
A painter.
Painter.
4,
A construction worker.
A construction worker.
Construction.
5,
A teacher's assistant.
A teacher's assistant.
Assistant.
6,
A sales assistant.
A sales
Sales
assistant.
assistant.
7,
A dentist.
A dentist.
8,
A housekeeper.
A housekeeper.
9,
A bus driver.
A bus driver.
page 194. Exercise B. Listen and read. 1,
A mechanic.
2,
A homemaker.
3,
A painter.
4,
A construction worker.
5,
A teacher's assistant.
6,
A sales assistant.
7,
A dentist.
8,
A housekeeper.
9,
A bus driver.
listen and repeat. 1,
A mechanic.
A mechanic.
Mechanic.
2,
A homemaker.
A homemaker.
3,
A painter.
Painter.
A painter.
4,
A construction worker.
A construction worker.
5,
A teacher's assistant.
A teacher's
Assistant.
assistant.
6,
A sales assistant.
A sales assistant.
7,
A dentist.
A dentist.
A dentist.
8,
A housekeeper.
A housekeeper.
9,
A bus driver.
A bus driver.
Okay, I want to clarify a couple of things. Number 2, it says a homemaker. This is a woman who doesn't work outside the home, who just is a wife and mother, takes care of the house, takes care of the children, doesn't have any other job. Number 8, a housekeeper is someone who takes care of a hotel or motel, like they change the beds whenever someone uses a room, they vacuum, they clean the bathroom. So it's they're actually doing a job, getting paid for it. Oh, the homemaker's doing a lot of jobs, but this person is doing getting paid for working at a hotel or motel to keep things clean after someone uses it. Okay, are there any questions? All right, then going on to page 195, there is a conversation.
Page 195. Exercise C. Listen.
Let's get coffee.
I'm sorry, I can't. I have to go to work.
Oh, what do you do?
I'm a mechanic.
Listen and repeat.
Let's get coffee.
Let's get coffee.
I'm sorry, I can't. I have to go to work.
I'm sorry, I
sorry, I
can't.
can't.
I have to go to work.
Oh, what do you do?
Oh, what do you do?
Mm.
I'm a mechanic.
I am a mechanic.
All right, any questions?
Mm,
So Norma, UBA, and Louisa, UBB.
Let's get coffee.
I'm sorry, I have to go to work.
Oh, what do you do?
I'm a mechanic.
Okay, and so Louisa, you're A, and Nancy, you're B.
Let's get coffee.
I'm sorry, I can't. I have to go to work.
Oh, what do you do?
I'm a mechanic.
Okay, and so Nancy's A and Norma's B.
Let's get coffee.
I'm sorry. I can't. I have to go to work.
Oh, what do you do?
I'm mechanic.
Okay, now Norma is A and Louisa's B.
Let's get coffee.
I'm sorry, I can't. I have to go to work.
Oh, what do you do?
I can't.
Okay, now Louisa's A and Nancy's B.
Let's get coffee.
I'm sorry, I can't. I have to go to work.
Oh, what do you do?
I'm a mechanic.
Okay, and then Nancy's A and Norma's B.
Let's get coffee.
I'm sorry. I can't. I have to go to work.
Oh, what do you do?
I am a mechanic.
Okay, any questions? All right, now look at the jobs on the previous page. They're at 194. I gotta move that out of the way. Okay, and use one of those jobs. So everything's the same, except you name one of the jobs there on page 194. Okay. So Norma's A and Louisa's B.
Let's get coffee.
I'm sorry, I can't. I have to go to work.
Oh, what do you do?
I'm a housekeeper.
Okay, and now Louisa's A and Nancy's B.
Let's take coffee.
I'm sorry, I can't. I have to go to work.
Oh, what do you do?
I am a housekeeper.
All right, so now Nancy's A and Norma's B.
Let's get coffee.
I'm sorry, I have to go to work.
Oh, what do you do?
I am dentist.
Bye.
Okay, do we need to do it again?
Está bien, ¿no? Para otra cosa.
Okay, so on the next part, it says, show what you know. And so you're each going to ask the other two, what do you do? And then you're going to write the information. So Louisa, ask Nancy what do you do, and you write the information. So you write Nancy's name in under name and the job under the job. And you're going to ask Nancy and Norma.
Okay.
Nancy, what do you do?
I am occupational therapy.
Norma, what do you do?
I am a homemaker.
Okay, so now Nancy, you ask the other two what they do.
Luisa, what do you do?
I'm a student.
Ask the question of Norma again.
Yes.
Norma, what do you do?
¿Podré decir otro?
Yes, say it again. You're answering Nancy this time.
A bus driver. I do.
Oh, she got
You need to go to the son to the school and pick up the school.
okay. All right, now Norma, you're going to ask the other two.
Nancy, what do you do?
I am a homemaker.
Luisa, what do you do?
I'm a student.
All right, now you've got the information on the other two. So Nancy, you tell about Norma and Louisa.
Norma, what do you do?
No, you don't ask.
Ah,
You've already got it and you've already written it down. Now you're telling
okay.
Norma.
Norma is homemaker and drive a bus driver. And Luisa is a student. I cannot remember other. Sorry.
Okay, so now Norma, you're going to tell about the other two.
Nancy is, ¿cómo se dice?
Occupational therapy.
Therapy, occupation therapy, en, ¿dijiste casa, Nancy?
Homemaker, yes.
¿Cómo? Homemaker?
Yes.
Oh, Luisa, students en housekeeper. No.
I think she said student for both.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so now Louisa, you're going to tell about the other two.
Nancy is an occupational therapy and a housemaker. And Norma is a housemaker, and I don't remember the other. And me is a student.
Okay,
Busca-
yeah, Norma said she was also a bus driver.
Ah,
So just so that everyone knows, what grade are you in, Louisa?
hmm?
What grade in school are you in?
I don't understand.
¿En
Oh,
qué
okay.
grado estás?
Eighth grade.
Okay, any questions? All right, now going on to page 196. Oh, excuse me, we got to go to the workbook. So these pictures are the same as the pictures in the other book, and the names of the jobs are the same, and there is a letter by the picture of the by the picture, and so you match the picture with its letter with the various things at the bottom of the page. And it's the same, so you can use the other book to refer to if you need to.
What page?
Page 134 in the workbook.
Finish.
Okay, Nancy, are you finished too?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
so I'm sorry, what did you say?
No, my camera off alone.
Okay. Well, I thought it was on purpose. I didn't know it was an accident. Okay, and so number one, you guys change places and then I get confused. So Norma, what's number one, please?
Es F. F. Letter F.
Okay, but say the name of the job as well.
A home, marker.
Yes. Okay, and number two, Nancy.
Number two, a teacher's assistant, letter D.
Okay, and number three, Louisa.
Housekeeper, letter I.
And number four, Norma.
A painter is letter B.
And number five, Nancy.
Letter five, bus driver, letter G.
And number 6, Louisa.
Sales assistant, letter H.
And number 7, Norma.
Mechanics, little E, little A.
Okay, and Nancy, number 8.
A dentist, letter E.
And number 9, Louisa.
Construction worker, letter C.
Okay, any questions? All right, now on page 135, part B, it says, look at the pictures and write the jobs, use the words in the box. So there's only 8 there. There's not all 9. So fill in by the picture what the job is. Is everyone finished?
Mhm.
Was that a yes, Louisa? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay,
I've
sorry. All right. So Nancy, you do all of 1, you know, the whole conversation, they're on 1.
Okay. I am
Wait, sorry,
Yes.
Nancy. Conversation, what page is?
It's 135. Those are little conversations.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Okay, number one.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I am a mechanic. What do you do? I am a homemaker.
Okay, now Louisa, can you do number 2?
I'm a construction worker. What do you do?
And part B.
I'm a dentist.
Okay, and number 3, Norma.
I am a bus driver. What do you do? I'm painter.
Okay, and number 4, Nancy.
I am housekeeper. What do you do? I am a cell assistant.
Okay, now these really are little conversations. And so we're not going to try to break up the conversations. We'll just say Norma's A and Nancy's B and do all 4 conversations.
I am a mechanic. What do you do?
I am homemaker.
I am construction worker. What do you do?
I'm a dentist.
I'm a bus driver. What do you do?
I'm a painter.
I am housekeeper. What do you do?
I'm a cell assistant.
Okay, now Nancy's A and Louisa's B.
Okay. I'm a mechanic. What do you do?
I'm a homemaker.
I am a construction worker. What do you do?
I'm a dentist.
I'm a bus driver. What do you do?
I'm a painter.
I'm housekeeper. What do you do?
I'm sales assistant.
Okay, now Louisa's A and Norma's B.
I'm a mechanic. What do you do? I'm a construction worker. What do you do?
I am the dentist.
I'm a bus driver. What do you do?
I am a painter.
I'm a housekeeper. What do you do?
I'm site assistant.
Okay, do we need to do them again?
Yo.
No,
Oh,
yes.
es painter o painter.
Painter,
Painter. ¿Sí?
yes. And it sounds the same as like when you hurt your arm and you have a pain. Painter,
Painter.
okay? So do we need to do it again or was that the only problem? Well, I'm going to take that as we're okay and let's move on. So we're going to the other book, page 196, and 9 more jobs. So ask about someone's job, lesson 2. Look at the jobs, listen and point, listen and repeat. Then part B, listen and read, listen and repeat.
Page 196. Exercise A. Listen and point. 1,
A cashier,
2,
a doctor,
3,
a factory worker,
4,
a cook,
5,
A nurse.
6,
An office assistant.
7,
A security guard.
8,
A waiter. A waitress.
9,
A custodian.
listen and repeat. 1,
A cashier.
A cashier.
Cashier.
2,
A doctor.
A doctor.
A doctor.
3,
A factory worker.
A factory worker.
Very well.
4,
A cook.
A cook.
5,
A nurse.
A nurse.
Nurse.
6,
An office assistant.
Office.
Office assistant.
7,
A security guard.
A security guard.
8,
A waiter.
A waiter.
waitress,
9,
A custodian.
A custodian.
That.
page 196. Exercise B. Listen and read. 1,
A cashier.
A cashier.
2,
A doctor.
A doctor.
3,
A factory worker.
A factory worker.
4,
A cook.
A cook.
5,
A nurse.
A nurse.
6,
An office assistant.
An office assistant.
7,
A security guard.
A security guard.
8,
A waiter. A waitress.
A waiter. A waiter.
9,
A custodian.
A custodian.
listen and repeat. 1,
A cashier.
A cashier.
2,
A doctor.
A doctor.
3,
A factory worker.
A factory worker.
4,
A cook.
A cook.
5,
A nurse.
A nurse.
6,
An office assistant.
An office assistant.
7,
A security guard.
A security guard.
8,
A waiter. A waitress.
A waitress.
9,
A custodian.
Custodian.
Okay. Now, most things you don't have a different word between a man and a woman. You know, a man that's a doctor or a woman that's a doctor. But a waiter is a man that takes your order in a restaurant and then brings the order to you. And a waitress is a woman who does that job. It's one of the few situations other than just man or woman where there is an actual word difference in the words between what the man does and the woman does, even though they're doing the same job. Are there any other questions? Okay. So going on to page 197, there's a conversation.
page 197. Exercise D. Listen.
Who's that?
That's Ilhan. He's a nurse.
Where does he work?
He works at Valley Hospital.
Listen and repeat.
Who's that?
Who's that?
Who's that?
That's Ilhan. He's a nurse.
That is he's a nurse.
Where does he work?
Where does he work?
He works at Valley Hospital.
He works at Valley Hospital.
Okay, any questions?
What is the name?
Oh, the way I understand his pronunciation, Ilhan.
Ilhan.
Yes, Ilhan. That's the way I'm understanding it. And it's Ilhan.
Ilhan.
Yes, Ilhan.
Thank you.
I don't think it's a Hispanic name. In fact, I think it is like Russia or one of those countries. I think that's where that name might come from. Okay, any other questions? Okay, so then let's have Nancy be A and Louisa be B.
Okay. Who's that?
That Ilhan. He's a nurse.
Where does he work?
He works at the Bailey Hospital.
Okay, and now Louisa, you're A and Norma's B.
Who's that?
He is a nurse.
Where does he work?
He works at Valley Hospital.
Okay, now Norma's A and Nancy's B.
Who's that?
That's Ilhan. He's a nurse.
Where does he work?
He works at Valley Hospital.
Okay, now Nancy's A and Louisa's B.
Who's that?
That's Ilhan. He's a nurse.
Where does he work?
He works at Bailey Hospital.
All right, now Louisa's A and Norma's B.
Who's that?
That is he a nurse.
Where does he work?
He works at Valley Hospital.
Okay, now Norma's A and Nancy's B.
Who's that?
That's Ilhan. He's a nurse.
Where does he work?
He works at Valley Hospital.
Okay, any questions?
No.
Now, most verbs like works, it has works there. For the third person singular, you add an S.
Mhm.
So like, I work, you work, and then he, she, or it works.
Works.
We work, you work, they work. So most verbs, you just add an S for the third person. It's when you're talking about one other person, just one, and it's another person. So two people are talking about somebody else. You just add an S. But there's some verbs that you change it. And do and does is one of those.
Mhm.
So part E, where do and where does. So where do you work? Where do they work? First person singular, third person plural, it's do. But when it comes to third person singular, it's does. You don't just add an S, you add an ES. Go is another one that it does the same thing. I go, but she goes. So it's where does he work? Where does she work? Okay, any questions? Because Now on part F, you're going to fill in the verbs there. So think about, is it talking about one other person, not the two people that are talking, I or you or they, but just one other person, then it's does. If it's talking about anybody else, it's do. Is everyone finished?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so Norma, you read all of number one, part A and part B.
Where does Juno work? He works at Corner Coffee.
Okay, and number two, Nancy.
Where do you work? I work at restaurant. A restaurant.
And number three, Louisa.
Where does Anna work? She works at home.
And number four, Norma.
Where does Ivan work? He works at ABC Mechanic.
And number five, Nancy.
Where do Katrina and Sasha work? They work at City Hotel.
Okay, any questions? Okay, this is another set of conversations. So, Louisa, you start with A and just do all of the A's, all 5 A's, and Norma, you start with B and do all the 5 B's.
Where does Gina work?
He works at Corner Coffee.
Where do you work?
I work at restaurant.
Where does Anna work?
He works at home.
Where does Ivan work?
He works at ABC Mechanic.
Where do Katrina and Sasha work?
They work at City Hotel.
All right, so now then, Norma's A and Nancy's B.
Where does Gino work?
He works at Corner Cafe.
Where do you work?
I work at restaurant.
Where does Anna work?
She works at home.
Where does Ivan work?
He works at ABC Mechanics.
Where do you no? Where do Katrina and Sasha work?
They work at City Hotel.
Okay, so Nancy's A and Louisa's B.
Where does Gino work?
He works at Corner Cafe.
Where do you work?
I work at a restaurant.
Where does Anna work?
She works at home.
Where does Ivan work?
He works at ABC Mechanic.
Where do Katrina and Sasha work?
They work at City Hotel.
Okay, do we need to go through it again?
Missy Wanda, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, why when in letter 2, I'm sorry, letter 2, number 2, letter B, I work at a restaurant, in the other answer, say only at Corner Cafe, at home, at ABC Mechanic, at City Hotel. Why use letter A in the at a restaurant?
Okay, the Corner Cafe, ABC Mechanics, and City Hall are specific places,
Okay.
specific businesses. Home, at home, if that would be my home, so it would be my specific home. A restaurant is not specific.
Okay.
Yes, I work at a particular restaurant, but still it's not naming a particular restaurant. It's just saying a restaurant.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
So if it's not specific, if it's not, and it can be very unclear,
Okay.
but if it's not specific, then just put that A in there.
Or maybe I say I work at a store.
Right.
Or say I
Because it
work
could be,
at Belk.
okay, so I work at Belk's, I work at a store.
Okay, understand. Thank you so much. Okay.
And remember, English is like that.
Yes, okay.
Whenever you get frustrated, just say, it's crazy English.
Only I see all at core at home. You say, why use the letter A? It's for, okay, thank you.
And honestly, there are sometimes that I don't know the answer. And I asked my friend who is an English teacher, an 8th grade English teacher, and she doesn't know either.
Okay. I know. It's
We
okay.
do
Thank
the
you so
best we
much.
can.
Really, thank you so much, Mrs. Wanda.
Well, honestly, I find it fun. I really enjoy working with you guys. I've said it before, but there are times when the rest of my week is so busy, it's nice to just stop and relax and enjoy some friends.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yes, thank you.
so that's kind of what I feel. So you have a good week,
Thank you so much. You too.
and I'll see you next week. And if you have any questions, you run into something with English, please bring them,
Okay.
because I want to help in any way that I can.
Okay.
So I'll see you then next week.
Yeah,
Luisa,
Miss Wanda.
¿vas a poder conseguir los libros para cuando empiece las clases?
¿Dime?
¿Vas a poder conseguir los libros?
Sí, sí. Mi
Ok,
tía me los va a traer de
está
Estados
bien.
Unidos.
Ok. Cualquier cosa, si no, pues por lo menos las primeras páginas me avisa, yo te las
Ah.
envío por email. Si acaso no las
Ay,
consigues.
gracias, Nancy.
Está bien.
Pero
Ok.
si algo pasa, yo te pido esa hora. Pero
Ok.
hasta ahora mi tía me los va a traer.
Está bien, dale. Miss Wanda, I asked Luisa if she received the book before to the class coming. She said that she said her aunt, ¿verdad? Tu tía, aunts.
Yes.
Her aunt go the
Yes.
sorry
And
with the
so
book. Sorry with the book.
I talked with Louisa before, when she first came on, about that I'll talk with, her name is Norma,
Okay.
Norma Dutton. So I'll talk with her, Norma, tomorrow, just to be sure that she'll take it with her when she goes.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, I know 3 Normas: Norma Guzman, Norma Garcia, and Norma Dutton. And that's not the way you pronounce it in Spanish, I know, but
It's okay.
okay.
It's okay.
So you have a good week. And thank you for your concern, Nancy.
Thank you, Mrs. Wanda. Bye, Norma. Bye, Lisa. Have a good week.
Bye, Nancy. Bye, Norma. Have a good
Bye,
week,
Miss Wanda.
Mrs. Wanda.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
De nada.